We're Bash Bros Movies, and today we're doing one of what is supposed to be the first of we hope many more anime reviews to come, because movies and TV series differentiate only in length and number of episodes. We're gonna keep these only as anime reviews, so don't get misled by the title. We will usually write in the description below if it's a movie or series, but so it helps you differentiate better between the two. But anyways, we saw Your Name last night. It's a movie. It's about it's an hour 45-6 minutes long. We've heard good things about it. It's definitely different and unique. If you're not a fan of animation, or you think that animation is for kids, not for grown-ups, I suggest watching this movie. Usually when it comes to animation, because it's always associated with children, it can be hard for people to get into it, especially when it comes from Japan, simply because the animation styles are so different and storytelling is very different from the way it's told here in Europe or in North America, and just getting into it can be hard. But I think this movie can be a good place to start for anybody who wants to get into anime or isn't sure if they would even like anime. So as far as, I don't know, reality goes, this movie has a few fantastical points in it, but there is a time-traveling story that is told within this movie that I haven't seen told anywhere else before.
It isn't unique, but it has been done a couple of times before, but it's done in a really nice way.
And it's a nice, I'm gonna say love story, but it's a story about a boy and a girl. They're in their, I don't know, they're 17 or 18 years old, I would guess, and because they're still in high school, but as time progresses in this movie, they finish high school and things happen. But they discovered that every time they go to sleep, well, not every time, but a lot of times when they go to sleep, they actually switch bodies. And it's funny how their relationship grows between these two strangers into people who know each other simply because in their dreams they basically become each other in real life. When I say dreams, I mean literally they go to sleep and they wake up as the other person. And it's, I don't know, I mean I've seen this concept done before, but not like this. I've seen it done in a different way in Ted Decker's trilogy of books, the Circle trilogy. But I don't know, this movie took me by surprise. It's a nice simple movie set in part of it is set in rural Japan and the other part is set in Tokyo, and it just tells this beautiful story about this two kids who live their lives, and then they try to figure out each other's lives as well.
And then they try to find each other, which is a whole other
story. And we're not going to go much into the spoilers. I mean, if we wanted to dissect this movie, I think we could spend hours just doing that, but we don't want to do that. And we just want to make this simple introduction into our anime reviews and into maybe your anime adventures. It's a fun world. Listen, nothing I was gonna say groundbreaking happens here, but I mean,
nah,
it's not a movie. I mean, it's not a movie that is so fantastical that is set, I don't know, it's some kind of a Lord of the Rings world. It's set in a modern world, the modern era. It's very simple, it's very peaceful, there isn't any violence in it, there isn't any bloodshed. Anybody can watch this, understand it. I don't think it's necessarily a movie a 10-year-old kid could watch and understand it, because there are
But they could watch it.
They could definitely watch it
and figure out what is happening, and probably even like it because it really is that good. The stories, he mentioned it, story's great, the animation is
Amazing. The movie is so beautiful. I've said this about only 2 other movies in my life, and both of them were live action. I think this is the only anime movie that I've said that is very, very beautiful. I couldn't believe the soundtrack is
the
amazing.
Colors,
the scores, just everything in this movie works. It's a little, it could seem a little bit too long, but like
it
it's
really
dragging.
isn't.
But because every time you think it's gonna end,
they throw another wrinkle at you, and something else happens, and then they give you another story or another point of the story.
And the fun thing about this movie is that the ending is very open. Like you can interpret it any way you want to. It doesn't necessarily finish the story, but it could.
But yeah.
And that's as far as we're gonna go into spoilers. I mean, that's the only spoiler we're gonna
be prepared to cry. It's gonna happen.
Definitely.
It's gonna happen. Towards the end,
yeah,
all the feels happen.
It takes a look into Japanese culture. It takes a look into some of the Japanese myths or mysticism, which is part of the story as well, and is related to the time traveling thing that I mentioned earlier.
So basically you get a modern day tale with certain fantasy elements into it. Not too much.
It's more of a drama than a fantasy, but it has fantastical element into it because these two...
Think of it as The Lake House, the 2006 movie starring Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. There's certain things that happen in the movie. They are fantasy, they have fantasy elements, but other than that, it's a modern day tale.
Yeah. Would you rate it?
Yeah. Would you?
Yeah, go for it, man. I need to...
I don't know, 25.
25?
I liked it. Okay, the story was great, I liked it. The animation, the soundtrack fit perfectly. Really brought the story out. Music was exactly at the right points.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't understand any of the music, but they really didn't. That doesn't take anything away from it.
Listen, it's Japanese music, it's Japanese text, lyrics, and listen, you don't understand it. I didn't understand it, but that doesn't really matter. It fits the mood, sets the mood. You're 25 out of 30. Yeah. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna concur and go the same rating. I think it's.
It happened.
It's a movie that is well worth to watch. And listen, if you're not into anime and think it's not for you, I think there is something in anime.
Give it a shot because this one might turn you around on that.
Definitely, and we'll keep bringing this more in the coming days, weeks, months, whatever.
Years,
but yeah,
decades, centuries.
Listen, there's something in anime for anybody because the styles and stories that they tell, they're so different, unique, and there's something in there for everyone. So we're gonna try and we're gonna see what we're gonna try and do things that I think would appeal to anybody who's watching these videos or is a regular subscriber. And at the same time, we're gonna try to explore new material, new stuff, and give you our opinion about that as well. So make sure to subscribe, share, let us know what you think.
Or don't think.
Yeah, you can disagree with us, and you can tell us how much you hate animation, especially Japanese animation. We'll listen to you as long as you're not a troll and have a concrete argument about it. Again, we're not gonna... Listen, it's our channel, we're gonna talk mostly about stuff we like or stuff we've seen, so you don't have to always agree with us, and that's cool. Just don't be a dick about it. That's it for today. And
sorry about the D.
Yeah. Well, some people, the people...
We're trying to keep this clean.
But yeah, until next time, Bash Bros up.